Hey guys, it's Ashley, and if you're wondering what is peeking out at you, that is my project that I created, one of my first project that I created for the cross promotion for Craftsupplies1 and Gina's Designs. And I'm just going to share the items that I used, and some of them I'll have to show you on the project because I used all of them. So the items that I used from Julie's shops, which are Craftsupplies1 on Zibbit and on Etsy, are these trims. And you can see I've been working, so I used this floral trim here in this cream color. Super pretty. And then I also used this trim here, which I did alter a little bit. I cut it down some, but I used this trim here. Super pretty. It's also a cream color, and it's got this really cool diamond pennant design. So I used that trim, and then I also used some charms and some metal findings. I used one of these charms here, these connector charms. And then I also used one of these metal embellishments, but I cut it down. And then the other item that I used, I'll have to show you on the project because I also altered it as well. So those are the items that I used from Julie's shop. And then from Gina's shop, which is ginasdesigns.net, I used one of these really cool laser cut gear doilies. So there's one of these on the project. And then the rest of the items I'll have to show you as well because I used all of the gears, the shapes that she has, the laser cut shapes. I used all of the gears on the project. And I want to start off by saying that this is something that's definitely out of my comfort zone, which is kind of the steampunk slash vintage. It's not something I normally do, so I wanted to push myself since I did have some really cool steampunk elements that I received from Gina, and also some ones that I had from Julie, so I wanted to use those items. So this is one of the ATC boxes, and you do have to put this together. I shared this in my video, my design team package. You do have to put it together, so I just glued it together with E6000, and it does have an opening door on here, which I'll show you. But then what I did was I layered, here you can kind of see it poking out, and then on the sides, I layered the doily. I distressed it with Tim Holtz distress stains. I used two different ones, walnut and I want to say vintage photo. And then I put that down. And then these shapes here are the gears that I received from Gina. I covered those in paper by Regent Street, which is a Recollections paper pad. So I covered those. There's one that has the top hat, and then there's this one that has like a vintage newspaper. And then this one here is actually, I used some of the distress stain, and I used some of the distress stickles on here to give it like a cool texture. And then there's another gear here. This I used liquid pearls in a copper tone. And then I used another gear here. And then these clock hands are all metal embellishments that I had in my stash. And then there's also some of these smaller gears from Gina's store, and I just glued those down, and then I also used some distressed stains on them, and then as well as the small clock hands and the gears and everything. Those are all from my stash. The memo pins, there's a token, and I love that it says altered. I thought that would be really fun to put on here. And then there's some buttons, and this little metal heart here is from Julie's store. They're really cool, like steampunk hearts. And then these little metal filigrees that are poking out here and here. These are all findings that I cut down that I received from Julie as well. Then on the bottom, I just used these little wooden buttons to make feet so that it would stand up properly because it was kind of teeter-tottering with all the trims on it. So I put some feet on there. And then on the sides, there's some more of that trim, and this is the pennant trim that I showed you. I just inked that up with some more of the distress stains, and then there's the floral trim, and these are more of the metal filigree pieces that I had from Julie's shop. And then on the top here, it's the same thing. These are metal findings, and then there's a metal finding here. And I glued one of these cool steampunk knobs. They look like an old school, like a sewer turn style. I don't know what you would call it, like a knob. So there's that, and I used some alcohol ink on that to distress it. And then on the side here, there's a metal gear, and there's some more of the metal findings as well from Julie's shop. And then there's some more of the gears as well. So that's the back. And then on the front here, this is so cool. I love this. This is all laser cut as well. And this door does open, and what it basically is it's an ATC, kind of like a hoard vault, or an ATC shrine, I believe is what they call it. You put all of your ATC cards in here that you receive from different, different friends, different swappers. So I left the inside plain so that I could, fit ATC cards should I receive some. I do have some. And then I used some more gears. This is another one of those hearts. This is one of the Tim Holtz doorknobs. So I just put that on there because I thought it would be fun to have an opening closure on it. And then there's another gear here. And I love this. It's so ornate. It's super pretty. And they're really easy. There were some little pieces in here. I just used a little sharp tool and just poked them out. And they were super easy to get rid of. And then this here, I just made a little dangly charm. This is one of those clasps. And I just wrapped it around a piece of the hot air balloon. And then I just included some charms and some findings on here. This just says inspire. There's a memo, like a memo pen. There's a fleur-de-lis, one of the little hangers, a token, like a word token. There's another little clock hand, and then there's the little gold connector bead that's also from Julie's shop. So again, I think it turned out good, especially for something that I don't normally do steampunk or vintage. So I thought it turned out really fun, and it does stand, like I said, and so I thought it would be really, really cool, like I said, to do something different. So if you're interested in these products that I've shown, and many other goodies, laces, trims, and the laser cut shapes and doilies. The doilies, you guys, are just stunning. You wouldn't even believe some of the really ornate patterns and designs that Gina is able to cut out. If you're interested in any of those items, and to check out some of the other design team projects as well, you can visit ginasdesigns.net. She'll have pictures posted and links to the videos. And you can also check out Julie's stores, Craftsupplies1, on Etsy and on Zibbit. And she still has a sale going on right now through March 10th. It's March Madness. So be sure to check that out as well. And I'll leave all the links down below. Let me know what you think. And I'll talk to you all very soon. Bye-bye.